Alright guys and gals, Crypto Kurt here with another crypto video, and I'm just fresh back from a short holiday, and while I was away I saw some videos from some of the bigger boys, Jay Snip, etc., talking about Theta, and basically I think Jay Snip interviewed a psychic, and I haven't watched the video yet, and she gave a number of her crypto picks, and this was one of them. And I think what surprised Jay Snip about this was the fact that he had never even heard of it. And then he and Bix had a bit of a chat about it. And again, they seemed to be pretty excited about it. But instead of taking a psychic's word for it, and trust me, I got no problems with psychics. My brother-in-law is a psychic and makes a good living by being a psychic. And I know that he helps people navigate through their problems in lives. But again, instead of just taking a psychic's word for it, I thought I'd do a deep dive into this company that I had never heard of either. So before we get into this, once again, let me just state up front that I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, but this is a deep dive into the Theta project and protocol and blockchain and solution. And I will apologize in advance. This video may run a little long, but I wanted to do a thorough analysis and just present to you guys what these people are doing. And I will tell you that it is what they are doing and how they're going about doing it is pretty fucking amazing, to be honest. And the opportunity, the growth opportunity in this particular market of video streaming is explosive, as we will see from some of the stats that are presented in the white paper. All right, and I am going to be doing quite a bit of reading on this, again, to help you understand what it is they're doing and to help you avoid having to go read this yourself. You can just consume this video and learn a little bit more about the project. But here we have Steve Chen, the co-founder of YouTube, who is supporting the project. Theta's innovation is set to disrupt today's online video industry much in the same way that the YouTube platform did to traditional video back in 2005. One of our biggest challenges had been the high cost of delivering video to various parts of the world, and this problem is only getting bigger with HD, 4K, and other high-quality video streams, said Steve Chen, co-founder of YouTube. I'm excited to be part of the next evolution of the streaming space, helping Theta create a decentralized peer-to-peer network that can offer improved video delivery at lower costs. So we scroll down a little bit, and you can see the problem. Low-quality video streaming. Today's content delivery networks lack reach, causing pain, skips, and lower quality video to many parts of the world. High cost of streaming infrastructure, so publishers absorb the high cost of operating a CDN, leaving less revenue to pass on to content creators. And the centralized and inefficient ecosystem. The centralized nature means less revenue flows back to content creators and results in less innovation. And probably more importantly, guys, when you have a centralized scenario like YouTube, they can simply turn you off if they don't like the content that you're producing, right? And I've seen this happen numerous times, and we've heard about the YouTube purge that's been going on and currently going on. So, you know, if you're not doing what the quote-unquote centralized network approves, they can shut you down. So this is what's awesome about having a decentralized network to promote your content. All right, so what's the solution? Decentralized video streaming powered by users and an innovative new blockchain. So this is another thing that excites me about this, guys, and we're going to get more in depth on this, but there are numerous ways that you can earn Theta tokens by being involved with this project. So there are numerous passive income opportunities, which, as many of you know, really excite me. So let's get into this. For sharing bandwidth and resources, a viewer can now earn Theta tokens as a direct reward and share it back to the creators if they would like. You're also going to get high-quality, smooth video streaming because of the peer-to-peer decentralized CDN. And then there's going to be a reduced cost of delivering video streams where publishers and content creators no longer need to develop expensive infrastructure, allowing for more innovation and unique business models to be developed. They give a few reasons why you might want to consider Theta as a platform to promote your content, end-to-end decentralized video delivery, native Theta blockchain, so they're creating their own blockchain, support dApps for esports, movies, entertainment, education, enterprise conferencing, and more, an existing platform which is already growing. So again, pretty exciting stuff. They're going to have an open source platform, decentralized apps, and multiple content verticals. We're going to look at what this whole esports thing is about. We all know what consuming music, video, and movies is, but what's this esports, and how are they taking advantage of that, and who are these guys? Okay, so this is not an ICO. This is an existing token. Let's have a quick look at what's been happening in their world. Currently trading at 19 cents US, down 6.25%. There was a little pop after the video promotion that, again, happened with JSnip and a couple other people. We look at the markets that are happening. You can get it on just a couple of markets, Huobi, OKEx, and Gate.io. So again, you can see the bulk of the volumes happening on Huobi, trading with Tether. But again, you've got different pairs that you can go in and purchase the token. So again, you've got Huobi, OKEx, and Gate.io as three options if you wanted to go invest in the tokens. Once again, this is not investment advice. All right, so let's have a look at this white paper. Again, it's very well written. It's highly technical in nature. If you are planning to get involved with being a miner on this program, it has quite a number of ways that you can calculate potential income. They do a lot of high-level math, so we're not going to drill down into that today. I'm going to keep it kind of above the technical people, if you will. And I do want to talk a little bit about what they're trying to achieve there. You can see that the white paper introduces a new DSN, so that's going to be a new blockchain, and then a new token incentive mechanism which works on top of that blockchain. DSN and Theta protocol solve various challenges the video streaming industry faces today. First, Theta tokens are used as an incentive to encourage individual users to share their redundant memory and bandwidth resources as caching nodes for video streams. All right, so there's the first way you can make money. You can set yourself up as a caching node. This improves the quality of stream delivery and solves the last mile delivery problem. The main bottleneck for traditional stream delivery pipelines, especially for high resolution, high bitrate, 360-degree virtual reality VR streams. Now, this is an exploding industry, which we're going to look at in just a second. Second, with sufficient amount of caching nodes, the majority of viewers will pull streams from peering caching nodes. This significantly reduces content delivery network bandwidth costs, which is a major concern for video streaming sites. And lastly, the Theta network greatly improves the streaming market efficiency by streamlining the video delivery process. For example, advertisers can target end users at a lower cost and reward influencers more transparently. The blockchain has three novel concepts. So in the Theta protocol, the caching nodes play the role of miners in the blockchain. The block reward is not a constant, but depends on the reputation score of the caching node that mined the block. To obtain more mining rewards, miners not only spend computation power to mine blocks, but also relay video streams to downstream viewers to increase their reputation scores. They're proposing a mechanism for the Theta network to reach the global consensus on a reputation scores for each caching node, and they introduce a novel proof of engagement scheme to prove that viewers legitimately consume the video streams, providing better transparency to advertisers and a basis for viewers to earn Theta tokens for engaging with content. Let me read that again. Providing better transparency to advertisers and a basis for viewers, that's you and me, to earn Theta tokens for engaging with the content. So yet another way to earn a passive income simply by watching content. How cool is that? The white paper will describe these concepts in detail, and it does go into serious detail. So again, we're only going to look at a couple of parts of this. So this is the challenge that the protocol and the team is trying to solve. Basically, when you're talking about providing a backbone infrastructure to deliver video streams to the end viewers, so we need to understand there's two ways of delivering video these days. One is to do like I'm doing, record a video and then pump that up to a server, and then people can consume that. The other is actual live video streaming being delivered. So I'm sure you guys have seen live streams on YouTube, but there's an exploding area of the market that I'm not really across because I'm not a gamer. But there is a massive growth in the concept of the 4K 360-degree VR streaming, which is coming down the line, and there's even more higher level technologies such as light field streaming, and that's going to require even more bandwidth, right? And so right now, sucking down a video or consuming a video doesn't really take up too much in the bandwidth space. But when you start talking about delivering and watching live video games being played by multiple players, there seems to be a huge problem with getting that bandwidth. And you can see just on this table, this is just showing the magnitude of difficulty with which it's required, the bandwidth is required to be delivered. So again, as we move up these technologies, we're going to need more and more and more and more and more bandwidth. So that's going to cost companies like YouTube more and more money. So again, this is where a peer-to-peer shared bandwidth solution can provide a seamless experience for viewers of this content. Now I'm going to read this just because I was fascinated when I saw this. So to solve the VR and light field video delivery problem, the industry has started to explore foveated streaming technology. Instead of streaming the entire video in full resolution, this technology reduces the image quality in the peripheral vision, which is outside of the zone gazed by the fovea, which is a part of your eye, in order to reduce bandwidth requirement. As the viewer turns his or her head to look at a different direction, the system adapts the spatial video resolution accordingly by fetching the high-resolution video packets for the viewing direction from the server. For the foveated streaming technology to work well in practice, the round-trip time between the server and the viewer has to be small enough. For the viewers that are geographically far away for the CDN pops, their VR stream viewing experience will be compromised even with foveated streaming technology. Now, the white paper goes very in-depth into how their blockchain is going to use the shared network to solve this problem. And again, I'm not going to deep dive into that part of the technology, but if you are interested, the paper does a really in-depth job of explaining how this works and how they're going to make it work. All right, so who are these people? Who's putting this together? So Sliver TV has been at the forefront of developing next-generation video streaming technologies for VR and spherical 360-degree video streams since 2015, and has been integral in the founding of the Theta network. All right, Sliver TV has raised over $17 million in venture capital, blah, blah, blah. They have several patents that they're working on, and what I guess brought me, here's some interesting stats. They are the leading next-generation live esports streaming platform with a vision to transform the esports spectating experience. As video games have grown in popularity to become a $40 billion market, bigger than Hollywood and Bollywood combined, the rise of multiplayer competitive video gaming as a spectator sport has become a major new industry dubbed esports. Esports is a global phenomenon with major tournaments and major pockets of fans and competitive teams in Europe, Asia, and North America. The online gaming and esports ecosystems have exploded over the past 5 years. A recent 2017 Super Data research put the combined audience for gaming video content on YouTube and Twitch 665 million, more than twice the U.S. population. This surpasses the viewership of 227 million for HBO and Netflix combined. Today, esports and gaming video content account for a significant portion of all video content streamed over the internet. All right, so what is this Sliver TV thing? So this was brought to my attention a couple of weeks ago, actually. There seems to be some very talented video game players here in Australia, and I don't remember the game, but they're one of the top teams in the world, and they were actually at a live video game playing contest down in Sydney, in an auditorium down there in Sydney, where they had 35,000 live viewers in the audience. So these people are going down onto the stage, playing video games live on which is being displayed on these massive monitors, and there's 35,000 people in the auditorium watching them play the game. I couldn't believe it. I just, as a non-gamer, I didn't realize that the industry had exploded to that level where it's like going to a football game or a soccer game, where people actually come to watch other people play play against other people in these popular video games. Just simply amazing. So the Sliver TV is a platform to do both of those things. I'm guessing what they do here is these are people who are gamers who are playing the game live, and then they're streaming that through this website so that you can watch it if you want, or you can go in and play yourself. Again, they're selling products, they're selling skins for games and all that stuff, or you can come down here and you can watch these featured 360-degree videos. So you can see, you know, this is ESL1 in Cologne, Cologne 2017, Sydney, SK Gaming FaZe Clan, Sydney, Australia, semifinal in Sydney, Flash Wolves and G2. So again, these are scenarios where they have recorded these people playing against each other, and then you can go back in and watch the videos, and you know, 11,000 views, 12,000 views, 37,000 views. So it's 154,000 views, 159,000 views. So this is a real business. This is a real opportunity, and this is the business that these guys are running live now. So they have this set up. They have a real business model. It's a proven business model, and they're making money. And so now they're going to do, they're going to use the blockchain to give those of us who want to be content providers and or game streamers a blockchain solution, which will allow us to make passive income as well as being content providers and consumers. So just quickly back to the Sliver white paper, or the Theta white paper. Sliver.tv launched its Watch and Win esports platform in July 2017, the first virtual token designed around esports, content streaming, and fan engagement. Since launch, the company has attracted millions of esports fans, circulating over 1 billion virtual tokens by actively participating and engaging with live esports matches. These users viewed over 50 million minutes of live esports streaming, nearly 100 years of content in a few weeks. This positions the company as one of the largest esports streaming sites built around a virtual community today. And the platform has continued to expand quickly with over 50% month-to-month growth rate, unique visits driven by word-of-mouth, referral, and social channels. So again, it's a proven business model. These aren't some guys that, let's have a great idea and do an ICO. No, they've proven it. They've made a bunch of money, and now they're going to put the solution onto the blockchain, which I find really exciting. Okay, so how is this going to work? So they've got smart streaming contracts, all right? So the Theta blockchain supports a set of specialized smart contracts which are novel and can be utilized to implement several scenarios which will help facilitate reward collection and distribution between various players in a distributed streaming and entertainment ecosystem. So there are incentive contracts, incentive as in payments, guys, and that's what that means. An incentive contract is designed for several use cases which may involve a large number of different parties. Rather than require complex application logic, this smart contract simplifies the process of collecting and distributing tokens on a certain predefined criteria and allocations across different parties, some of whom may not be identified until later. All right, so here it is. These are the multiple ways that you could potentially make money or earn tokens by being involved with this platform. Advertisers rewarding viewers and streamers. In this case, the incentive contract serves as a way to deposit tokens in a decentralized advertising network, which are drawn upon by various parties as the advertisements are shown and watched. The tokens get spread across multiple parties, including one or more streamers, and any number of viewers, ranging from a few thousand to as high as a few million, based upon proof of engagement. The streamers may be identified at the start, or they may be added later. The allocation may be specified based on percentages. So again, the advertisers can create their own smart contracts to incentivize the consumers of the material, and this basically gives some parameters around what that contract could look like. All right, viewers can gift rewards to multiple parts of a streaming chain. An incentive contract filled by a viewer for a specific streamer can also benefit the ingest nodes and caching nodes that brought the stream to a specific viewer. Now, just quickly, the difference between an ingest node and a caching node is the difference between a streaming solution and a video published solution. Okay, so there's two different kinds of nodes. By the way, you can have a node running, but you can also be consuming content. So you can have a node running, which is making you passive income, but you can also be consuming content on the same computer where you can also potentially generate passive income. So that's pretty cool. Paid premium video content. So the concept of an incentive contract can be used to support paid or premium content. So you might want to publish some generic content, and then you want to publish some private content, which you can charge for. So again, to watch the paid content, a viewer must put tokens into incentive contract, which gets split based on predefined allocations, which the content owner who may or not be streaming it. Subscriptions. So incentive contracts can enable premium services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, or Hulu to be built on top of our decentralized video streaming network. Viewers can subscribe by allocating tokens into incentive contracts, which get parsed out between the many content owners on the network and the streaming bandwidth providers who enable the network. So again, you can get paid as a content producer, right? So that's pretty cool. You can, again, produce your own content and start collecting a income from subscription model. And then last but not least, you can be a miner. So a miner can put a percentage of their rewards, their mined tokens, into an incentive contract, and these can be distributed to the streamers who own the content they are streaming or share mining rewards with viewers. All right, so as a proof of engagement option, engagement rewards is proven to be a very effective way to increase user retention in the live streaming industry. Examples include daily logins rewarded with virtual currency, common in many mobile games and apps. In the game streaming context, Twitch recently introduced the Twitch Drop feature, which randomly rewards the viewers with in-game loot as they watch streams on Twitch. Engagement reward is also effective for an advertiser to directly target end viewers. In the Twitch Drop example, the rewarded in-game loot provides incentives for the viewers to come back and play the game, thus effectively retargeting the viewer on behalf of the game publisher, who can also be viewed as the advertising sponsor in the stream. Sliver TV's Watch and Win platform is another example of a system that rewards viewers for watching the esports streams. Analytical data shows that watching incentive increases viewer engagement and attention, of course. And however, these types of engagement reward schemes are usually vulnerable to attacks. For example, a malicious user can perform a cyber attack where he or she creates a large number of accounts. Below, we will propose an engagement incentive based on proof of work that increases the robustness of the system against these attacks. And again, the white paper goes into some very in-depth technical explanations of how they do this, which again is not where I want to go on this particular video, but it's full on, and if you're interested, please come check out the white paper. It'll give you all the information you need. All right, there's another section here called Future Work, which is what may happen in the future on the network. They've introduced, so the example is they've introduced it, right? The Theta network encourages viewers to share their memory and bandwidth resources and solves a number of technical and business challenges. In the initial phase, we've assumed the video and live stream to be ad-supported free content. The next phase of our research will provide support for premium paid content, piracy issues, and anti-piracy mechanisms in a trustless environment. And there's several ways that they're going to do this. They're going to have shared mining rewards. They're going to have anti-piracy. Since tokens may be used to stream and cache, the tokens serve as a disincentive within the network as the content can be tagged as required tokens or premium content. The reputation-dependent mining protocol is in fact independent of streaming. It can be extended to handle other types of service to allow end users to receive service for free. Another interesting extension is to support more general types of smart contracts in addition to the smart streaming contracts. In the extreme case, the smart contracts supported could be Turing complete, similar to the Ethereum smart contract. This could enable dApps to be built on top of the Theta blockchain to issue their own tokens. So this reminds me of the Spectre guys. So they're building a platform which does a very specific thing, but they're making their platform available for other dApps to be built on top, and that's pretty much what these guys are doing as well. And then there's a proof of stake option here as well. So again, they're looking forward and seem to be aware of the changes in technology that will happen going forward. Lastly, a quick look at the team. So basically, Mitch Liu, co-founder and CEO of Sliver, leading esports entertainment platform with patented technology to live stream top esports events in a fully immersive 360-degree virtual reality in partnership with Intel, Extreme Masters, Turner eLeague, ESL One, and DreamHack, among other global tournament operators. What successes have they had in 2010? Co-founded GameView Studios, best known for its Tapfish mobile game franchise with nearly 100 million downloads. The company was acquired by Dina, a leading Japanese mobile gaming company, within 6 months of launch. Prior to that, he co-founded Tapjoy in 2007, pioneer of rewarded social and mobile video advertising, and grew that company to $100 million in revenues. He's got a BS in computer science. We have Mr. Long. He's a chief technology officer at Sliver TV. So basically all the guys who are at the top of the chain for Sliver are behind this Theta network, right? And again, you can come through and read some of these, read these backgrounds, but one of the things I like to see is they actually have experience not only in the industry and they have a live product, but they have some history and some successes, which again, these guys seem to have done quite well. Now, the advisory team to Theta includes Justin Can, co-founder of Twitch, Stephen Chen, co-founder of YouTube, founding member of Sequoia Capital, Travis Skewers, founder of Coin Market. Again, a few more people, CEO, blah, blah, blah. So again, come in here and have a quick look. But it certainly is CEO, Thresh, the world champion of Quake and Doom. They certainly seem to have some well-experienced people in this niche who are backing this project, which again is just helping me feel like this could potentially be a success going forward. All right, guys, so that's going to bring an end to the white paper review and a review of the protocol and the potential passive income opportunities. Again, just kind of to review, you've got an opportunity to be a content provider and make money, a content streamer and make money. You can be a viewer and make money. You can provide nodes and make money. Well, not make money. You'd make tokens. You'd earn all those scenarios. You would earn tokens, which again currently are trading at 19 cents. Now, just as an aside, I think again, I haven't watched the video, but the Medium that Jay Snip interviewed was forecasting $1,000 a share for these things. I don't know where or why that number was brought about. Once again, there's no intimation of a value growth in the white paper. There are some calculations. If you're interested in being a miner, there are some very specific calculations about what your potential income could be from being a miner and running a node. So please go in there and look at those mathematical calculations. They are really full on and quite complicated. And then again, there's really no indication of the amount of tokens that you might gain as a consumer of the content. Needless to say, it's well worth having a look. Do your own due diligence, and if you have any comments or questions, please put them below. Give me a like if you enjoyed this. I know it's run a bit long, but look, it's quite an interesting solution, which is solving a problem in one of the biggest growth markets in the world, which is content consumption. As the world goes online, more and more people will consume content, and of course, more and more people will play more video games. So with that, this is Crypto Kurt out.